What's up, everybody? It is so cold this morning. It's a whole whopping 5 degrees. It was 3 degrees like 20 minutes ago. I just came out here to turn on the bullet heater, you know, while I eat breakfast and maybe warm up the steel so I can actually lean on it. It's still cold in here. We're at list making time. We gotta make a list of shit we got left. Plumb, oil, press, gauge. We need to prime the engine. We need to get V-belts on here. Accessory belt. Upper, lower, rad, hose. Trans cooler lines. Power steering fluid. Fan. We need some sort of fan. We need to fill the trans with oil. Wire MSD. Oh man, we still gotta clean this carb. Look at this thing. This thing went through the fire on the crew cab, and well, as much as you guys see me buy shit, I really don't like buying shit. It's necessary sometimes. Like I say, the more stuff you have to buy, the more you have to work. I don't like working. I like playing. But anyway, I gotta blow this thing apart and put a rebuild kit in it and just go through it and kind of clean it up and make sure it's okay. Let's see, what else do we have to do? We put engine oil in it. Plumb heater core. Starter. The list just keeps on going. It's just growing and growing and growing. We need to put our brake booster in. We gotta make a list over here for things to actually drive it. We need a drive line. We need gear vendor, whatever the gear vendor takes for fluid, I'm not sure. Drive line, install. I think that's the list to get us back in operating condition. I guess we should start knocking them out. Just real quick, like. It seems like no matter how far I try and plan ahead, there's always one run to the store a day, and it drives me nuts. And lots of it is because I'm just not at a point in installation or mock-up that I know the exact part I need. I had such a big collection of knickknacks and consumables and radiator hoses, like literal buckets of radiator hose and shit. And then I lost it all in the fire. I'm whining again. Well, let's get after it, guys. We got a big list. We're gonna do some shit. Let's start by plumbing the gauges. Let's finish that out. Nectar. Oh yeah. Turned out pretty decent. Don't mind this mess of shit. That's all got to make it through the firewall. I'm just gonna leave her raw because, well, I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but it ain't perfect. There's things that can be redone now that we got a good idea of what's going on. So we got some stuff loomed up and whatnot, and yeah, let's install it. Got a wiring harness made for it. Boop, 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 boop. It's still not plumbed, so we can't cross it off the list, but oh shit. Oh, that's gonna look good while you're driving down the road. Turned out nice. I have envisioned something like this for one of these Dodge trucks for a long time. Come on, so I've never had a truck with a really built motor, a small block. I never really cared what the engine was doing. That was when I was a kid. I couldn't afford gauges, let alone a motor. I probably should throw some Loctite on these. She'll be fine. Now we can plumb them. Hopefully Father Chrysler forgives us for our sins for drilling holes in our A-pillar. I believe Mother Mopar will let it slide, because hot rod. Funny shit. My mechanical temperature gauge probe is too short to reach anywhere. so we won't be able to use that gauge yet. I still need to hook up the oil pressure and the vacuum one. I need a couple parts for that, of course. I still haven't ran anywhere today. We need to clean the transmission lines, the hard lines. Gotta clean the exterior of them, make them all nice before we reinstall them. I haven't got anything checked off the list. What the hell have I been doing? I don't know. Well, I took out my seat because I was going to put my MSD box somewhere in here. I got all this in conduit. I got the MSD installed right here. I made a bracket to bolt it to the side of the battery tray. That's fairly unobtrusive and kind of hidden and in a nice cool environment, and it shouldn't get too wet, and hopefully the battery doesn't explode all over it. I'm going to pull this carpet out. I just remembered I have a carpet kit for this, and it's here. So I'm going to get it like laid out in here and starting to relax. Let's get this. It's gotten so wet in here from something. This side of the truck got wet. See, we need to clean these lines. They're gross. Let's check out the new carpet. They're actually see how they get under there somewhere. We got it from Auto Custom Carpets again. It's my favorite carpet place for vehicles. They are employee owned and operated and made in the USA. It's a little too light, I think. You can see why I want to get it out of its box. Yeah, I think I went a little light. That sucked. This is supposedly medium gray. Doesn't even look gray to me. That's what I hate about getting colors off the internet. Like, who knows what your monitor's tuned at? I don't even know why they show colors. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I almost want to return it. It don't look good. I don't think I can though, because I got the custom backing on it. I got the mass backing. This gray. You can see over there on the door panel, it's a much different gray. This is like green. Man, I'm not happy about it. Okay, everybody, we are making slow progress. So if you remember, here is our old booster. This was just attached to the old booster. This stuff is no longer any good. Not gonna work for me. Luckily, I've had this piece of DOM sitting around. This is the second time I've used it for the same application, because that fits in there perfectly. And then we're just going to weld this nut right onto this thing. And that'll fix our booster issue. And then we can actually check something off the list. That will be amazing. We need this to be 7 1/4 inches away from the back of that. This is very scientific. Boom. That'll go in there. Yeah, around there. See, right there. Oh, it's hot. I need gloves. I'll put the crooked part up here. Now we gotta weld it. All right, here it is. Nice and cooled down. I'm gonna have to get a jam nut. Boom! Hell yeah. Well, everything is still fighting me. I got the transmission lines in today. I haven't got to cross a single thing off my list. Oh, I got the MSD mounted. Not wired, just mounted. Oh man, I am done for the day. I don't know what's happening. Everything I touch, nothing's going right. So I'm getting super frustrated. I'm going in. Goodbye. What's up, everybody? We still have nothing crossed off the list. It's the next day. We got to get right into it. I went to the O'Reilly's. Got some parts. This is 6 feet. Fucking barely. There's no way this is 6 feet of tube. No way. Oh, maybe. We got some heater hose to install. We got parts to plumb our oil pressure gauge. Hose clamps. Different day, same Ed. Let's get after it. Oh yeah! We get to cross something off the list. Something's actually finished. Okay, it needs one more bolt, but I'm still crossing it off the list. I don't care. This is bullshit. I gotta get something off this list. Where is it? Where are you? Brake booster. Brake booster. Next! Let's plumb the heater core. That's an easy one. That should only at least take us 4 or 5 hours. I want to drive my truck. It would help if I wasn't such a dumb. Hopefully the hose clamps I got fit. They had yeah, these are 5/16 to 5/8, 5/16 to 5/8. I'm already missing a box. These are 3/8 to 7/8. It doesn't look like they're gonna fit. My next option was like 3/8 to 1 1/4 inches. That's stupid. Oh, that's okay. I can go down there. Oh, it's so far back here. Like the spark plug wires and heater hoses on a big block Chrysler. Man, I don't know how you're ever supposed to make them look good. Because they're just in the way everywhere. But there's no water in the intake manifold, which is a giant bonus to me. And you don't even have to pull the distributor to pull the intake manifold, like on a big block Chevy. Are big block Chevy distributors in the front or the rear? Hey! We've been knocking shit off the list. It's actually getting smaller, not longer. Oh man, we gotta wire the MSD box, we gotta put training fluid in it, we still need power steering fluid, we gotta prime the engine, and we still need engine belts. Oh shit, I gotta put the fuel pump in. I'll do that tonight. I gotta rebuild that carburetor too. I gotta get some type of fluid for the gear vendor too. I don't know what fluid it takes. That's really it. I think we're going to be able to start this thing either Friday, which is tomorrow, or Saturday morning. We'll see. This copper tube right here comes out of an oil gallery and goes to this union right here, which will go to one of these mechanical gauge plastic tube things right there. But I got to make a bracket to hold it from this bolt to this, because I don't want it vibrating around. I'm just going to cut a piece of metal and drill 3 holes in it, 1 for this bolt and then 2 holes for a zip tie. Actually, maybe even just 1 hole, huh? That'd probably be even easier. And then the same thing right here. I'm going to make one off the back of the head back here in this bolt hole in the head. and hold it right there, just so it's nice and steady, and the standpipe. Oh man, somebody put a screw through my frickin' firewall. That was not me. I want to hurt that person. I guess it was their truck then, but it's my truck now. If you haven't noticed, I do not like drilling holes in factory Chrysler sheet metal. It's blasphemy. So anyway, that's where we're at. I got the coil mounted. I'm sure you noticed the brake booster's in. That's off the list. Yeah. It's getting down there. It's getting down there. I should buy tires now. I already bought a rear end for when I blow that up. Because it's gonna go. I'm trying to save it because I'm gonna turn it into a wood splitter, so I don't want to totally break it, but it might break. Nice chemical bath of gasoline. So I'll clean all those up. We'll get that reassembled. I took the seat out and there's carpet in there. I'm still bummed about the color. This gauge has to come out so we can replace the capillary tube. The whole gauge comes with the capillary tube, so we got to replace that so we can have a temperature gauge that goes all the way over to here. That hole right there, my middle finger is. We gotta get one more belt on. We gotta tighten all our spark plugs. We gotta put some trans oil in it. We need to put the distributor drive gear back in there. We need to wire the coil to the MSD. We need to wire the MSD to key hot. I got to put a relay in for the fuel pump and the MSD because I'm not going to add it to the factory Dodge harness. I already said that. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get after it. Thanks for coming by. I got shit to do. So don't ask me why this amuses me, because it's not very funny. This is my tap set, and as you can see, it's a little melted. It was on the tailgate of the dually that I was building with the same motor, same carburetor, same intake, same distributor. All that stuff got all charred and burnt. There was no hood on the truck, and like burning ceiling fell on top of the motor. It fucking ruined everything. Most of this project's been cleaning shit. But this box was on the tailgate of the truck because I tapped holes for the fuel pump that I'm putting in again in the same spot. But it's like stuck shut. So hopefully I can get this open. Oh, look at that! I hope it's in here. Hopefully I put it away. 5/16 18, baby! Sick! I'm running out of flat surfaces to set shit. 7 things left to do and we can start this bad boy. I'm so excited to hear this thing. I'm not going to bother probably starting it until tomorrow. I mean, I don't have a rear end anyway in it. Well, okay, there's a rear end in it, but it has the incorrect size rear U-joint to match up with this transmission, and I don't want to measure and have a driveline built until that rear end is in the truck. So, the way I see it, I have all weekend to wrap up. So, can you guys see in here? Yeah, you can see in here. See my fancy little copper lines? One for the intake manifold vacuum and engine vacuum, and one for the oil pressure gallery. They come up, they got some unions, they go in there. You can't see them, they disappear into the firewall. This is all MSD ignition and the capillary tube for the water temp sender. All this stuff is wired now, distributor's wired, coil's wired. We are missing that one plug right there. Right there. We're missing 1/2 inch NPT by 5/8 barb to hook up our water system, and then that will be permanently plumbed. We got upper radiator hose. I have hose clamps, but they have too much tail on them and I don't like them. They're too long. So I'm going to get some different ones. We got this. This is, can you see? This is the relay to turn on the MSD box, and it splits. And also I wired this. This goes all the way to the back of the truck to the fuel pump. We have a new engine. What? Hello? Oh, great. Gremlins. Oh. Check this out. I figured it out. Okay, so this is my original battery cable, and this is my new battery cable, and as you can see, it's just grounded right to the engine, and then there's actually no chassis ground anywhere. So just hooking this one, oops. This battery cable had this all garbled into it. So, if you listen, here, clicking, and that should make it unclick. Yep. So we just need a chassis ground. Oh, I'm glad that was what the problem was. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's all looking really good for being able to start this tomorrow. UPS is coming with the discharge needle valve. Discharge nozzle needle valve. This is the discharge nozzle. I call them squirters. But it's the needle valve that goes under the squirter. I ran out of propane, so we get no heat today other than the stove fireplace, and I just started it, and it's literally 12 degrees outside, which means it's 12 degrees in here. Oh, it went up to 18. It's 18. Sorry. Oh, we got some things we needed. We can finish our plumbing now, and we can put a leak down test on this thing and see if the coolant system holds pressure. Nip it. Uh-oh. Well, it doesn't hold any coolant pressure. Apparently the drain was open. Yep, she's starting to hold pressure now. Take her up to about 12 psi. Probably good, huh? There's 5. That's really... This motor won't ever see much more than 8 psi probably. I hear something. I think we got some pinholes or something. I'm sure the solder got pretty warm on this bitch. We might need to get a different radiator later. But I think for now we're just going to send it. We need to tighten the spark plugs. So we got to prime the engine with oil. Couple things I gotta do. This hose clamp. Boom. I'm not gonna put a thermostat in it right now. I'll break in the cam without a thermostat in it. I have to break in the cam, and I really don't want it to overheat while I'm doing that. And I have a real problem trusting the quality of new parts. But I want the engine to heat up too. Fuck it, we'll run it. Should I test it? Let's test it. Ah! We went and boiled some water. I watched it open. I don't know if it's open anymore, but no, it's already closed again, but I know it works. I was gonna show you, but I'm not gonna go do that again. It was open. Okay, so one thing I am gonna do is I am going to drill a hole in the body of this thing, just to let air escape past it when I'm filling the system with coolant. Just make sure that you don't get an air bubble in there. We're gonna test our starter, see if we get any of that action. Oh, that's a big negative on the starter action. How much power does this battery have? It's got 12 volts. That's good, that's good. Whoa, that's a big bummer. Oh man, that starter's not fun to put in. I know the engine rotates. I put the torque converter bolts in. Ha. Woo! Okay. It works. I'll give it a bump from the inside, see if it works, but we almost sucked our tape into the intake, so we don't want to do that. Just a little bumper do. Just to make me happy. Oh, yeah. Oh, joy. Happy, joy. We got to put our wiring harness on our alternator. We need to plumb the fuel lines. We need to put the carburetor together, and we need to put the carburetor on. I'm going to stop talking to the camera, and I'm going to do that. Oh, we got to put our distributor drive gear in. It's still sitting somewhere, but I'm going to prime the motor. Did I say that? I don't fucking know. I'm excited. I'm going to do this. Stand by. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life. Good to pull our tape for the first time in a while. And then you put the tape back on, Jerry. Then we tighten this, and then we'll do the carb. So yeah, I think I can put the truck on the ground. I think I'm done getting under it. The fuel line's hooked up. We're gonna wrap her open header, so it's a good thing we have the tape on there. Oh, I still gotta make a hold down for my oil lines. I better do that before the carburetor's in the way. I have to run this spacer because the secondary bowl on that carburetor has the big squirter. I forget what's like 70 cc squirter pump on it or something. I don't know. Whoever built that carburetor did a really nice job. She ain't factory. It's got down leg boosters and shit. And then once the carburetor's on, we'll prime the engine. We got the carb on, so now all we're missing a fuel line, and we need one pipe plug to block off the gallery for the fuel pump push rod, because we're not running a mechanical fuel pump because I couldn't find a fuel pump push rod. So it should be able to be held inside the motor now. So man, I should pull this thing down off the front jacks. I'm going to wait just a little bit longer because while I spin this oil pump, I'm going to turn over the motor by hand. So we need our oil pump priming rod. We need our Ethics battery strap for reasons that you will see. This is a oil pump engine priming rod for a Chrysler. Chevys are different. Then take our distributor out. Get this loaded up. We want to turn the same way as the distributor. This is why we need the battery strap. There it goes. I think we should. Oh yeah, I can hear oil. I think we should probably be good. Hopefully it's inside the motor, I'm hearing. Oh yeah, it is. That MSD box I have no idea how old it is. This distributor went through the fire. That MSD box came out of my semi-parts trailer with a bunch of other hot rod parts. This MSD coil I've had since I was literally 18 years old. No joke. I've had that thing that long. The distributor went through a fire. The cap and rotor is new. It still has the same mag pickup in it. I was just testing for spark. There it is. I don't have the best ground, but it has spark. So now all we need is that pipe plug and fuel, and we can start this thing. It's going to sound amazing. Trust me. It'll be amazing. Okay, everybody. This is the last of the parts to start it. Yay! One more part. Everything's looking pretty good. We got the fuel line on. That's not where it's gonna stay. I need a different style fuel rail, whatever you call that thing. There's stuff to be buttoned up. We just need to get the cam broken in. We need to get the cam broken in, and we need to push this thing out of the shop so we can rearrange and clean the shop so we can get another project vehicle in here. A paying project vehicle, which those ones are nice. Right now, I'm going to go steal a pump discharge nozzle needle valve out of his carburetor and put it in mine, because those other ones didn't show up. So I'm going to do that. Cap that one vacuum line. Oh man, damn it. I got to put some power to those gauges so I have a tachometer. I got to do that. And then we'll start it. Feel the air bubbles from the hole I drilled in the thermostat. I figured I'd put coolant in it before I put it down so all the air comes out. I need one more dose. Perfect. Okay, you guys, radiator cap. Oop. Overflow. Nice. Let's plug the fuel pump back in and check for fuel leaks. I forgot vacuum cap. Let's prime the fuel system and see what happens. That's all going in the motor. Oh my god, that's so much fuel. We're gonna let that evaporate for a bit, and now we're gonna put a regulator on here. This thing's gonna run smooth as silk. It's definitely working, that regulator, but it's not spilling over now. I don't see any other leaks or nothing. Whoa, what's that? Was that electrical noise? Or is that this? I think the starter, I need to tighten the alternator nut back here. 3/8. Alright, everybody. I think I've procrastinated as much as I can procrastinate. I think it's ready to start. Despite having cobbled together fuel system regulator and a couple other janky things. I don't like this battery terminal. I already broke the tab off this. They had it neatly bolted there. But whatever. I got my timing light out just in case the tack ain't working and so I can look at the timing. We got to run this thing for 20-25 minutes. The camera only records for 30, so I guess we better get after it. Where's my phone so I can time it? Oh boy. Well, it's 3:20, so we're going for 340. 340 with the 440. We did prime it, so I'm not too scared. I wish the engine oil wasn't so cold. I should have put one of my block heaters on it, but we're gonna send it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get my battery charger and have it on standby in case the alternator's not charging or something. But right now, I'm gonna unplug this distributor. We're gonna run it over. And just listen to it. Sounds good. Sounds healthy. I am so ready for this. Okay. Say a quick prayer to Father Chrysler and Mother Mopar. May our camshaft be harder than our lifters. What did I see over there? I better get my earmuffs. Oh, that's a timing light. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing the timing light. Alright. My front squirter's not working. Not so sure about this carburetor. Can't keep doing that. Alright. I think we better put a better known carburetor on it than gamble. That's probably the smartest plan here because that's not operating correctly. I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with it, and I know I can figure it out, but I'm not going to figure it out right here. I'm getting no pump shot on the front squirter. Maybe I don't have any fuel in the front bowl. Let's check that first. I'm actually sucking the fire into the carburetor. Is what I'm doing. But now I'm going to put a different carburetor on it. We can't have that. We can't have that going on. Oakley dokley. Slapped another Holly on it. Borrowed it from the new project truck. Thanks, Larry. So, let's see if this thing will run now. Oh, man. I'm really surprised it didn't work with that other carburetor. I really thought it was gonna. What happened? Well, it has oil pressure. Not really sure why it died. We can't keep doing that. This is critical, damn it. Can't see what's going on. It's getting fuel. Let me put my tack, this tack, somewhere where I can see it. I don't really care about the timing. Whoa, 17 volts. Woo! I don't see any oil pressure. I didn't see any oil pressure. I know that oil pump works. I pumped oil out with it. Oh, now I'm scared. Oh, you guys, I think there's already material in there. I think it's done. I think that was it. This fucking motor, man. What is happening? I don't want to start it back up. That was bad. Unless that mechanical oil gauge just isn't bled in there, or let's unplug the distributor. Crack that line back. Will it turn over? It still sounds okay. We need to make sure it has oil pressure. I think we should crack that line. We should try and pre-lube it more. I want to see some oil. We're gonna prime this thing some more. I don't know what's going on. I want to see oil pressure. I want to see oil come out that fucking tube. Damn it, man. And there's oil up here. Maybe the gauge just wasn't, I mean, it's a manual gauge. I should have bled it. Ruining my cam brake-in. It's definitely got oil pressure. Better safe than sorry though, you know? I mean, I didn't get any real operating temp in it yet. So, hopefully we're safe. I knew I saw pressure on that gauge before. I'm gonna prime it some more anyway. Well, I guess we try it again. I don't know what else to do except let her burn down. This engine has fought me ever since I got it back from the machinist, the original machinist that built it, not Randy Bradford. I took it apart because I didn't trust the guys, and I found a broken piston ring in it. So I fixed that stuff myself, and then I assembled it all, and then I put it in the tow par. And the shop burned down. Then I took it apart. Randy Bradford cleaned it all. And now I've installed it in this. Oh man, let's get this thing born before 420. I'm gonna restart the cameras and go again. I think my distributor's still unplugged. I always forget that. Broke it. Oh, damn it! What happened? I must be off on my timing. Oh yeah. Ah! This really isn't working out. I gotta go get Savannah in a little bit. That sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, so I have to go get her, but I just can't continue on. Right there. That was it. Turn the engine to exactly 0. It looks like I have a little coolant leak too. Let's see where this rotor's pointed. Oh yeah, we're way off. I thought I was careful, but I guess not. There we go. Really gotta stop screwing things up. I panicked about the oil pressure. That was panic. Panic ensued. I really want this motor to work out well. Put the spark plug wires back on. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 4:19. We gotta start this. I forgot to plug in the distributor. I got excited about the 420. been like an hour. The engine's still kind of warm. Well, I guess it's broken. Whoa! She fired right at. This is my button. Okay, well, that's promising. The oil looks clean. It doesn't smell like burnt bearing. Let's fire it up and see what happens. Fuck it. It's not going ping ping anymore. Maybe it was just, I think the cylinder temperatures were just so hot that it was detonating. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it. There's definitely a lot of noise on this side of the motor. Like a lot. More than I want to hear. It sure looks like it's pumping oil. There's oil in there. There's definitely a lot of noise from this side of the motor though. See what it sounds like with the oil cap off. So hard to tell what's going on with open headed. I don't like that noise it makes. It's just pre-detonating. It's running too hot. Oil still looks okay. Why doesn't it have oil pressure? Well, let's see if there's any metal in our oil filter. I'll bring you guys over here so you can see with me. Yeah. It's pretty dirty already. And that's all that was in this oil filter. And it's a brand new motor. There's going to be some. The oil still feels good. I wonder if that oil gallery is plugged or something on that. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to set up this room. If I want the engine to be this way so I can be on either side of it, or this way and I can be on either side of it. We're going to tear down the 440 in here and just see what it's like and see how the ergonomics are, and then we'll lay out the room after our first motor. We almost need a custom door. It just got small. I think it's going to have to be like that. Yes, sirree. That's how it's going to have to be. Alright, let's get a couple tools and then we're going to look at what everybody wants to see. And that's the bottom end. I'm going to build an engine stand with all four casters. Should I go this way? Is it going to yank me over it? I had a loose motor mount. Oh yeah. She's chock full of bearing. Oh, that's gross. Oh, what kind of damage we did. It spun this bearing. Shad was right. Oh yeah, the crank's done. Fuck! There's the conrod bearing. Look how mushroomed out it is right there. Boom! Just flattened that bitch. And then spun it in there. Since we're going up there to Washington, we might take this to Randy Bradford and maybe just swap out that one. I mean, we gotta inspect the rest of it, but hopefully we can get away with just touching up the crank and putting a new connecting rod on it maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? I mean, it's mostly factory parts. It's got forged pistons. The connecting rods are forged from the factory, and these ones were very, very low hours. Literally out of a crate motor from the 70s. It's an unfortunate mistake, I guess. My bad. That sucks. Let's take this one off and see what it looks like. And then, at least now I know the damage. It is driving me nuts. What do I do with the ratchet, you guys? Here it is. At least now I know the damage. It is driving me nuts. What do I do with the ratchet, you guys? Here it is. I mean, it spun a bearing because it ran out of oil. Everything else looks pretty good. I'm interested to see what the cam looks like. This crank is balanced, but it's balanced for the weight of the factory connecting rods, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure it out. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, it spun this one too. This whole operation might not be any good, guys. They just grabbed onto him and spun him. It still has the print on it from the oil hole. That's something the machinist has got to answer. Oh, the wrist pins are tight. This thing's fucking junk, dude. That sucks. Oh, brother. Brother. That's horrible. What a waste. Fuck. We need a rotating assembly. Oh, that's horrible. Well, I mean, do we go this route? But here we got, I mean, if we're building another rotating assembly, here's a 4 1/4 inch stroke crank. I could put this in there. I mean, I need connecting rods now anyway. Alright, let me show you guys the crank. You can see this one's all fuckered, and this one's nice still. I was saving this for something else, I don't know what. I think it just told me it's going in here. I mean, what else do we do? Well, I don't know, guys. Tell me, what do you think in the comments? Do we put the 4 1/4 inch stroke down in this bitch? I think we make it like 500 cubic inches. I think I might as well at this point. I mean, I gotta pay somebody to put together a bottom end. It needs machine work. And to me, if you're taking it to the machine shop to have the block work done, you might as well just have the machinist assemble you a short block. That's what this was. This was an assembled short block from Auto Truck Service, but like I said, I took it apart when I got it and found a broken piston ring. I did plastic gauge all these bearings and everything. I think it would have been fine had starved it of oil. It got starved of oil. And that's all there is to that. Yeah. Ouch. Well, we'll get her tore down and get her to the machine shop. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Sorry, this is what it is. We're gonna go again. We can work on other things in the truck while this is gone. I'm seriously considering using that crank though. Here's the plan. Mr. Bradford accepted my work. That's funny to say. The guy can pick and choose whatever work he wants to do, you know. You don't just like, it's not like a business where you just get to go drop your shit off and they build you it. It's, does he want to work on your stuff? Luckily, Bradford races nitro engines, so this is a platform that he deals with all the time. So, it's pretty easy for him. So, we're dropping it off on the 9th. He said about a 2-week turnaround time. So, I don't really know which direction I'm going yet. If I can get away with just putting in a couple rods and wrist pins, I'm going to. I think I'm going to let Randy tear down the rest of the motor so he can see exactly what happened. I don't know. I might take it apart. Who knows? We'll see. I might put that crank in it. I have some more parts upstairs. So we're going to go upstairs and look at more parts. Alright guys, here's our box of Chrysler parts. These are for a low deck. I can actually use these in my jet boat motor. I think they have the same piston pin height as that motor. 4375. They might be too small. I think that, I don't know. We'll have to measure. Nice set of Ross pistons. Oh man, they're almost junk just from being stored. I'm just half tempted to use that crank. I'm so tired of just storing this stuff. I should just use it. So these don't do us any good for the 440. These, however, I don't know. I think these are like long rod factory Mopar parts. 7.187, which means I'd have to get new pistons probably. I don't think the other rods are this long. That's a nice con rod though. Heavy. That's some old school shit. Well, I don't know guys, maybe we'll use this in that Keith Black crank. I don't know. We'll take them to Randy. We'll see which way we should go. I mean, these are heavy. Well, that's it, guys. Randy said it'd be it's gonna be about 4 weeks. Drop the motor off on the 9th. That's that. We'll plan what we want to do for a bottom end. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. I'm gonna have Bradford build the short block. And I gotta figure out what cam was in it. Just opening up a whole can of worms. When shit like this happens, it just makes me want to overbuild it. Which it was pretty built. Damn it. Ugh, that's rough. Thanks guys. See you later. Stay tuned. I'll make more mistakes. Well, I already feel like a moron for destroying my motor. But I'm still very confused as to what is happening to all of the oil. That's what I drained out before I pulled it, and this thing's been sitting under here all night. Dude, that is not very much oil. You guys watch me put 7 quarts in it. Is the oil that fucking cold that it's still stuck in the motor? I really think the temperature screwed me. I should have been using a different weight oil. I've never tried to break in a motor when it was 10 degrees in the shop. It really sucks. But anyway, it's still going to Randy's. We're trying to figure out what we want to do. Either 512 stroker or another 440. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. 512 stroker daily driver or 440 daily driver? Whoa! Alright guys, let's dig into this thing deeper and see what's left of it. Let's just start taking stuff off. Let's see what kind of damage is under here. It really doesn't look bad. This is the only bad looking section I see. The rest of it's hardly touched. Well, let's pull the valve cover and see if it's in there, I guess. Well, it ain't there either. Where is all my fucking oil? Six quarts go in, 1.5 quarts comes out. 2 different times. Hello? Oil, where are you? Come back. I guess it's a little late to come back now. I don't get it, guys. I really don't understand what's happening. I'm so confused. It's not on the ground in the shop. It's not in the coolant system. It didn't go out the exhaust. I don't understand. Oh, well, okay, we'll get this head off first, since it's the head you guys can see. I'm still not seeing where all my oil went. Even the lifters, I mean, they look fine. And they got oil all over them. I seriously think it was way too cold. There's the oil holes. Right there's one above my thumb. And right there by my nose. We'll take these heads to Randy too, just so he can inspect them again. And he's going to need to know. Oh, look at that. You can see where the piston touched it. That's awesome. Yeah, they're close. That's awesome. Quench motor, baby. Forgot to lift with my balls. The cylinder walls still look good. Where the fuck is all the oil? Where is it? Where's all the oil? I'm losing my mind. these pistons out of here. These back two, because I already got them going. Oh yeah, look how tight the wrist pin is. There's disc bris up in the piston. Look at the pistons were getting lubed. I really don't need a 512 cubic inch stroker daily driver. It would just be fun. 440 in that truck will be plenty. And I didn't want to get all carried away. And man, I get carried away with everything though. Oh, fuck yeah, guys, look at that. I think we might be savable. It's got a big step in it where the bearing wasn't spinning. Just on the one side. I'm pretty sure what took out this bearing was that piston hitting the cylinder head. I don't know if it damaged the piston or what, but I don't know if these pistons are any good anymore. Didn't seem to damage the piston, but what needs to be figured out is why this one hit the cylinder head. The valves didn't hit it. It's comforting to know though that it wasn't all my fault. Because I mean all the rest of the bearings are fine. We just need to decide what kind of motor we want to build. Do we want to build a stroker motor? Do we want to build a stock motor? What do we want to do? It is comforting to know that the destruction of the motor was not particularly my fault. It was starving with oil, but as you can see, the rest of the surfaces are really nice still, so that problem could have been figured out and solved. But we had contact with the cylinder head and piston and smashed a bearing, and that ruined everything. So now we're going again. We're going again. As you can see, I'm getting the shop cleaned up. We're going to bring the other project in. I might have Bradford just completely assemble me a long block because I don't have time to put it together again. I just really don't. I need to be doing other things. We need to finish that. We have a paying project outside. I really want to get started on the Plymouth frame. So, you know, we just got shit to do. Luckily, those engines will be going away this weekend. I got to spend a week of March in Seattle. Oh God, the place makes me sick. We got to go over to Seattle and install those motors with those transmissions, get those broken in a boat, do some sea trials, work for a couple other people over there while I'm over there, make a little bit of money because we hurt our motor. Now we got to pay for that. So anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Hit some buttons, like this shit, dislike it. I don't care. Make some noise on my channel so it goes somewhere. Goodbye. That's it. To be continued.